Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to bring on one of our students at ClientsForCreatives, Marco. So Marco, thank you so much for coming on and taking the time to join us today.
It's my pleasure. Happy to be
Yeah.
here.
So Marco joined us just about 6 months ago at this point, a little bit less, and he runs a creative agency. And his story is pretty incredible so far. He's still just starting out, but he's doing great numbers and getting great results. So Marco, why don't you tell a little bit more about yourself? A little backstory for the people about where you're from, like how old are you, and what was the reason you decided to join ClientsForCreatives?
Of course. Thank you for the nice introduction, by the way. So my name is Marco. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Switzerland. And I have been a freelance videographer and photographer for maybe something over a year. And before that, I have been in the agency space for quite a while, just like I was following the normal people in the space like Iman Ghazi and so on. And it was always like a dream of mine to build an agency, but I didn't not really know how to structure it firsthand. And secondly, I tried all kind of different services like Facebook ads, email marketing. And to be honest, I was not really passionate about it. It was cool because I got into like a lot of different services. I could learn a shit ton. But that was when I found your channel, to be honest, when I was in a little bit lost, I would say. So I was having like some clients just like freelancing, photography, videography, but I was also like building funnels on the side, running Instagram channels. I was doing all kind of things. And I was really looking to double down for service in the agency space. And I was really enjoying videography and cutting, editing videos. And that was when I found your channel to your dear friend Guyan. He runs an email marketing agency, if I remember correctly. And to be honest, it was exactly that, what I was looking for the last couple of months, years, because I always had the idea to create like a content creating agency, but I did not really know how to set it all up, what services to offer, how to structure it, and how to go about it. And yeah, that's basically it. Then we had the discovery call.
Yeah, you decided to yeah, tell people about like what happened after joining. So before joining, you were a little bit all over the place, like selling all sorts of services, different offers, like different niches. And then I believe what we really did when you joined was just like we got really clear on your offer, we got really clear on your service delivery, the customer avatar you were selling to, right? So you just got like laser focused on everything. So what happened after joining?
Exactly. Kind of funny story, but I was already like working with the niche I'm working right now. So business coaches in the German market. And if I remember correctly, we had our onboarding call on a Thursday. And then I told you, tomorrow I have a meeting at 2 in the afternoon and I want to pitch him an offer for YouTube services. And then we created like all the offer together. We went over the services that I want to provide. And yeah, then 24 hours later, I pitched in the service and already closed the first deal for a 3-month contract and 6K upfront payment for YouTube services and TikTok services. And
yeah, that was awesome. I remember. I think you were like the quickest person to over double his investment. After joining. But yeah, that was amazing. So what happened after that? Like, so just after joining, like you already had that call lined up. So to be fair, we don't take the credit for that, of course. Yeah, what happened after that? Once you got that first client, like how long was it to get the second client, and also what did you do to you know, keep growing the agency and get more clients after that?
So I would say after the first close for the client, the 6K client, it was like maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks where I didn't close any new clients, but it was fine for me because it was like a transformational time, I would say, where I really like laser focused on the new offer, where I really died into services and also got rid of some old clients that I didn't want to work with any longer. Yeah, but then maybe like 6, 7 weeks later, I closed another client in a 6-month contract for 1K, maybe. Yeah, 1K. And
so another like 6K deal, right?
Yeah, exactly. On a 6-month contract, and then 2-3 weeks ago, I actually closed my biggest client yet, and that's a 16K client.
Yeah. So last month, if you don't mind sharing, like what was roughly the revenue? You said that was your biggest month overall for then?
It was my biggest month so far, and it was 24.5K.
Euros?
Swiss francs, but it's
Swiss
kind
francs.
of the same. It's the same.
That's awesome, man. So what would you say, like what were some of the biggest, you know, lessons or things that you learned from this period? You know, did you close any deals of this size before, like for 16K or 10K plus in the past, like last year or anything like that?
I closed the 18K client.
Okay.
But yeah, it was basically a big client, but it was track, and yeah, it's for the services I provide, it's not enough in my opinion. So I don't consider it to be the biggest client, because basically I have a shit ton of work to do. But there was like 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago, and yeah, that was a time that I thought a little differently.
So okay. So yeah, so you know, switching to this new service and selling that and seeing already some, you know, good success with it, like what were some of your biggest takeaways or things you learned from the journey, if you have anything in mind? Or even
biggest
from before, from it, like anything, like if you know, when you just started freelancing in the past, or just starting out as a creative trying to make some money, like what were, you know, thinking back, like what are the biggest changes you had in mindset and in like the biggest lessons you took that if you could tell yourself, you know, from 1.5 years ago or so, like it would help you a lot on your journey? Like what did you learn, you know, throughout all this?
I would say the first mistake, or the first thing I would tell my younger self is pitch higher prices, because that was also something that we went over first call, where he said, look, this is the offer we created together and this is the price you can ask for it. And then, to be honest, in the first place I was like, whoa, that's a lot. But then already 24 hours later, I closed the first deal exactly with that offer. And maybe like half a year ago, I was in a place where I reached my capacity limits, but I didn't earn much money at all. So the biggest mindset shift so far has, had to be that it's okay to ask for higher prices, and that it is even necessary, because and also that you have to focus on one service. So basically right now I have one service and one service on the side. So my main service is YouTube editing, and the service on the side is TikTok editing. And because I believe if you are like do everything, you're not really a master of something, and it's difficult to ask for higher prices.
Yeah,
and
you need
I
to
was
be a specialist.
Exactly, and I was in a space where I had a lot of clients, but just small clients that didn't pay that well, and I was just stressed and overworked. So it's easier, because editing, in the end of the day, it's something creative, to be honest. And if you're just like doing one video after another and you don't really have that much space for all the different videos, the quality will decrease. That's not what the client wants. So it's better for both parties if you ask for higher prices, and you also have better clients if you ask for higher prices, of course.
Yeah, that's a great insight. And one thing I want to tell anyone who's watching this is like one thing I observed about you, and I think this is one of the biggest reasons like why you already seen success with it in such a like relatively short time is you are one of those people who like here's like who you when you run into an obstacle, I think you ask for help or guidance, and then we don't hear anything from you for like weeks. And sometimes I was even wondering like, hey, what is Marco doing? Like I haven't seen him on the weekly calls for a little bit, like I haven't got any messages from him. But you were just like, and I can always tell you are just like actually executing on it and like working your ass off and taking action. And I
Putting in
think
the work. Exactly.
that's such a important quality to have is like when you actually run into like a thing that you need to fix, or you run into an obstacle, like go and ask for guidance and look for solutions for it. And then when you find it, like actually just simply implement it, like work on it. Don't you don't need to spend all your time like networking and asking a ton of questions. Just like focus on what's the actual problem, solve it, like go ghost for a little bit, and then come back with results. And that's something I observed that you do is like you just like take action on the advice you're giving, and you don't really like you know like you never I feel like you never really questioned whether it's going to work or not, or maybe you have in your mind but you just like did it
Never.
anyway,
No.
right? And I think that's like a really good quality about you, and something that people should focus on like developing themselves as well.
Yeah, man, of course. And that's also the reason why I joined the mentorship, because I was not looking for another agency mentoring, or I don't know. I was really looking for one person or even two persons with Greg that were actually doing what I want to do. And so that's the reason when you tell me something to do, I just do it. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lastly, what I want to talk about is like, what are some of your next steps or things that you are, looking to accomplish in the next, months or years to come? Like, what's the vision you kind of have for your business?
So the bigger picture is basically to create the biggest agency in this space in the German market, for business coaches and stuff. And the step necessary is to hire a team. And actually, right now, I'm in the process of hiring my first team member. And yeah, it's an interesting time.
Yeah, definitely. We just had a call, by the way, to anyone who's listening, with Marco. Last time, we were talking about hiring a VA for him. Sorry, not a VA, editor.
Editor, exactly.
So he can focus more on the client acquisition, because I think it's pretty damn impressive that you had like a 24K month, even though like a lot of that revenue was from one client paying upfront, probably, right? Or contracted,
Yeah.
but still, it's pretty damn impressive that you did that all on your own, because like yeah, I mean, we mentioned that you have a lot on your plate now with delivering the results, or like delivering the service for the clients, but like it's really impressive that you managed to get all this results just on your own. So like once you have a team of editors and VAs and everything, like I'm sure you're going to be seeing 50K months in no time, and consistently in the German and Swiss market. So I think you're definitely on the right path there. So yeah. Lastly, what I want to ask is, do you have and this is really lastly, I know I said lastly last time as well.
No problem.
But yeah, do you about the program, like what do you feel like was the most valuable part of it? Was it the one-on-one access to me and Greg? Was it the weekly support calls? Was it the like the video section that we have? Like what do you feel like was the part of it, or which parts help you the most? And also, what do you feel like we could improve on it for people in the future who are joining?
To be honest, the most helpful part was just the weekly calls. Of course, the contact straight to you and Greg, that's nice, but the weekly calls just give me personally like another form of accountability. And it's just nice to have a group of people that are exactly doing what I'm doing right now, and not offering a different service or whatever, just like doing content creation for whatever niche and want to create an agency. So just like talking with all you guys and go over all my questions on the team call, that's just fucking awesome.
And I think it's great that you are even able to network with some other people from Germany and like Switzerland who, you know, are doing something similar.
Yeah, man, because I know a lot of agency owners, to be honest, in the German markets, but just like all kind of different services, email, Facebook ads, funnel building, whatever. But it's, for me personally, it's a completely different game if you go the content agency route.
Yeah, and I think it's still like it's such a big market that, you know, there's so much room for everyone to grow. So it's great. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey so far.
No problem.
And yeah, is there anything you would like to, you know, share with people? Any like last piece of advice or anything like that that you have in mind?
To be honest, if you ever consider joining the program, just do it. Because if I didn't join the program, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Thank you.
So if you ever thought about it,
again, like we didn't pay Marco for that. Like,
no, just go for it, really.
Thank you so much. I actually really appreciate it, and I'm glad you had a great experience with it. Greg and I are, you know, like it's a big priority of ours to get results for everyone. That's why we have the one-on-ones and everything. So yeah, it truly means a lot, and it's amazing to see people like you know, getting great results.
It's my pleasure, man.
Thank you so much, Marco, for sharing your story and some of the lessons you took from this journey. If anybody's looking to maybe either like work with Marco's agencies, maybe if you're in Switzerland or Germany, you're looking for someone to get you know, use some help with that. I will leave his Instagram in the description, so you can send him a private message, and I'm sure he's going to get back to you guys.
Of course. And even if you are from Switzerland, Germany, or Austria, and you were already considering joining the program, if you have any questions about Vince, Greg, and the whole ClientsForCreatives, just hit me up if you have any questions.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to answer.
Really appreciate that. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening. And we'll see you guys next time. Maybe with an update from Marco.
Hopefully.
All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye, man.